Okay, Kayla, we're gonna do some beer bread, and I think you have this recipe, but I don't know if you've ever seen it done, so I'm just gonna show you real quick. The things that you're gonna need is self-rising flour, and be sure it's self-rising, not all-purpose, and a 12-ounce bottle or can of beer, and then you're only gonna use 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I'm gonna put it in a pan like this, just a loaf pan. Again, you can use the foil pans if you don't have a metal foil pan, loaf pan, and then Pam to spray it with. Okay, so we're gonna add 3 cups of self-rising flour. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that in the bowl. There's 1. 2, 3. Okay. Then it takes 2 tablespoons of sugar. The tablespoon is the bigger spoon on the measuring spoons. So you're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, and what that does, it helps activate the yeast in the beer. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, Ada, flip it down a little bit so she can see as I'm there a little bit. Maybe that's good. That's good. Okay, then you're gonna just stir your flour and sugar together real quick. Then you're going to take your beer and you're going to pour it directly into the flour mixture, and you're going to see it's going to bubble up like that. And then you just stir it up really good. And it's kind of a dry batter, so I'll show you in just a minute as soon as I get it mixed what it's going to look like. This is kind of a dense bread, but it's a really good bread. What I generally do is let it cook, and then at the very end, when it's got about 5 minutes left, I melt a little bit of butter and pour it over the top, and then put it back in to cook for 5 more minutes. Okay, so there's the dough. You can see it's kind of a thick dough. Okay, so you're gonna take your pan. You're gonna spray your pan really well. Oops, and then you're gonna dump the batter, that was easy, directly into the pan and just spread it out. It's not going to be even on the top. It's kind of a rustic bread. So I think okay, here we go. Okay, what I'm going to do, move it up a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tater tot casserole and the bread in the oven at the same time because they both cook at 350. The casserole is going to cook for about an hour, and the bread is going to cook about an hour, but at 55 minutes you're going to add the butter to it. So again, 350 for an hour for each of them, but 5 minutes before the bread's done, you'll pour just a little bit of butter over the top of it. If you don't want to do that, that's okay too. You can just put butter on it whenever you serve it. Let it set just a little bit before you cut into it so it doesn't fall apart. Okay, we'll be back as we take everything out of the oven so you can see the finished product. Okay.